Have you heard the rumor about the butter?
Wait, you can't tell them. It might spread.
I'm Lana.
And I'm Liv, and welcome to Warrior Weekly.
Ria P, Neo T, Yanni T, and Daniela V qualify for Nationals in DECA, a group that helps high school students prepare for careers in business. Nationals will take place starting April 23rd in Atlanta, Georgia.
The week after spring break, Maine West had a Spirit Week and an all-school assembly on Friday. Students participated in Spirit Days such as Decades Day, Twin Day, and anything but a backpack. At the assembly, students got to play class versus class games such as trivia and karaoke, as well as a teacher versus student dodgeball game.
And here's Maddie with your sports update.
What's going on, Warriors? It's Maddie with this week's sports updates. Congratulations to the girls powerlifting team for earning first place in the IHS PLA tournament. On Tuesday, April 5th, the boys baseball team defeated Elmwood by a score of 8-3. Notably, Olson pitched 3 shutout innings and had 2 hits. Join the boys for their next home game on Thursday against Von Steuben. The girls softball team defeated Evanston last Tuesday at home by a score of 4-3. Maddie Swanson hit a 2-out base hit in the 7th to walk it off. The boys tennis team opened up with a 7-0 W over Fenton. Good stuff, boys. Congratulations to the girls water polo team for beating out Deerfield last Tuesday by a score of 17-10 as the girls continue a solid season. That's all for this week's sports updates. And now to check in with your girls soccer team.
As the girls' soccer season starts, we wanted to check in with some players to see what they've been doing to prepare.
It's going pretty good, going well. We're mostly practicing on shootings and stuff we can progress on. I feel like everyone in the team can cooperate with each other and just go well with each other, so it's easier to communicate.
The season is going good. We're doing really good, except we're losing a lot. We practice every day and we work harder and harder.
We've been a pretty tough team, and everybody getting along and stuff.
Let's hope the girls' soccer team have a good upcoming season. Signing off, this is Trino Chavez with WMTH Sports.
Ramadan, a month of fasting and prayer observed by Muslim students, started on April 2nd. Here to tell you more about Ramadan and how students at Maine West participate is the Muslim Student Association.
Ramadan is basically a month of spiritual devotion where Muslims learn to be grateful for what they have, and then they just get closer with family and community. Basically Ramadan is the 9th month in Islamic calendar, and it's believed that was when the Quran was revealed, and the dates change annually because it's based on when the moon is sighted, the night before.
Fasting for Muslims means no eating or drinking from sunrise to sunset. Only those who are able to will fast. If you're pregnant or old, you don't have to.
Muslims fast because it teaches self-discipline, self-restraint, and generosity, and it also cleanses the mind, body, and soul. So what happens after Ramadan is there's this thing called Eid al-Fitr, which is a celebratory ending to Ramadan, and it's where you get together with your friends and family and you have a special prayer beforehand and you just celebrate with Allah. So my family and I get up around dawn, around 3 a.m.-ish, and we pray, and then we make our suhoor, which is the beginning meal before you fast, and then we fast the whole day from sunrise to sunset, and then we have our iftar, which is the ending meal right after sunset, and then we do our nightly prayer.
Maine West student Abby Nicolay created a small business that makes and sells clay earrings. Here's more information about her business, Rambling Rose Designs.
Maine West students spread creativity by creating small businesses to share with other students. Ab Nicolay owns clay jewelry business, Rambling Rose Designs, with much going on behind the scenes.
Well, I did a lot of polymer clay work growing up, and I saw a bunch of people on Instagram making earrings out of it using little cutters and stuff, and I thought it was really cool, so I started taking it up. I just think it's really rejuvenating. It just helps my creativity, and I just love the colors and all the different types of clay, and you could do so much with it. My advice for someone who wants to start their own business is to just find what they're passionate at, what they like to do, and if they're good at it, just go ahead with it and start asking their friends if they want things from them and see if people would buy things from you, and if so, then go ahead and start a small business.
If you're interested in supporting Maine West small businesses, you can find Abby at Rambling Rose Designs on Instagram. This is Madison for WMTH News.
This year's spring play, Lost Girl, will have its first performance on April 21st. To tell you more about the show is Addie Webb.
Maine West spring play Lost Girl premieres on April 21st. This play follows the tale of Peter Pan through the eyes of Wendy Darling and what it was like for her to grow up after returning from Neverland.
Lost Girl is about Wendy Darling after she comes back from Neverland with the Lost Boys and is dealing with all of these emotions and the trauma from Neverland and Peter Pan ditching her and just leaving her.
The play is kind of about what happens to Wendy like after Neverland. So it's kind of just like a story about Wendy like finding herself again and learning how to love herself again. It's a really cool play. There's a lot of different like people in the cast. It's oddly mostly sophomores, but we all just work really well together, and it's certainly interesting. You'll be entertained the whole time. You won't be bored.
People should come see the show because we worked super hard on it. It's like a good show for teenagers to come and watch because it deals with a lot of problems that teenagers do, like mental health, breakups, sadness, like losing friends and all of that sort of stuff.
You can come see the show on April 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. This is Addie for WMTH News.
Next up is the Maine Minute, where we give you our essential announcements in a minute or less.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Maine Minute. Student Voice Committee meets every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. Come make your voice heard. Video Game Club, Computer Science Club, and Art Club will meet after school this Thursday, April 14th. Juniors take the SAT today, April 13th, and the Illinois Science Assessment on the following day, April 14th. All junior students will test using their Chromebooks at school. Scores will not appear on students' transcripts or be reported to families. The tax deadline is approaching fast. Be sure to get your tax return in with the help of the Maine West Accounting Club by April 15th. Come see the spring play Lost Girl on April 21st at 4 p.m. and April 22nd and 23rd at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now online and can also be bought at the door. That's all for this week's episode of the Maine Minute.
Warrior Weekly loves to highlight musicians in our community. To close our show, here is Angelo Eldridge.
Thanks for watching.
And seriously, don't tell anyone about that butter.